Hi, good day, everyone. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to present this paper in this conference. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kuan. I'm art practitioner, educator, and part-time PhD candidates of University Science Malaysia. And today I will be sharing a practice-based research project presented at the intersections of figurative sculpture and augmented reality. The title of my project is called Integrating Augmented Reality into Figurative Sculpture for Enhanced Artistic Expression. Bear in mind, it is not a technical paper about AR system. Instead, it is an inquiry into how AR can be functioned as an artistic extension, how it can deepen interpretation, emotional engagement, and experiential presence without altering the physical integrity of the sculpture. All right, let me share to you my slide shortly. All right, here you go. For research background, you see, there is a growing array of art exhibition in the gallery using augmented reality. The use of augmented reality, digital layer overlay on the real environment, gives sculpture a dynamics and interactive dimension. Nevertheless, the discussion about the use of augmented reality in art practicing, academic investigation into how AR design elements influence artists' art practice and viewers' experiences remain quite rare. What remains underexplored is how specific AR design decisions affect the experiential and interpretive dimension of sculpture, especially from the artist's point of view. My research aim is to explore how augmented reality can extend the expressive capacity of figurative sculpture. At the core of this research are three interrelated concerns, which are virtual presence, experiential values, and mental imagery. These three concepts are triangulated into this symbiosis that leads to the studies of aesthetic, functional, and communication. To articulate this, I propose virtual present variables, which include spatial alignments and layering, animation and motion cues, interactivity and user engagement, and narrative and contextual overlay. These variables describe how virtual elements are made to feel present, not floating above the sculpture, but behaving as if they belong to it. As complementary, experiential value can be evaluated through that of interpretation, emotional engagement, and immersive interaction. They helps to evaluate whether a particular AR decision enriches or distracts from the sculptural experience. Methodologically, practice-based research will be employed in this study due to the multitasking nature of the creative production process. In this method, researcher becomes involved in an ongoing self-reflexive engagement with the work. It makes unique paradigm whereby creative works serve as a driver in this research process. It explained that reflection plays a central role in the creative production process because critically awareness keeps the project open to the changes and the improvements. All right, this is the reflection cycle that I put into a diagram. Basically, refraction cycle consists of three stages, which are refraction for action process, refraction in action process, and refraction on action process. These three stages will be occur during the pre-production, production, and post-production. And all of these issues will be addressed and will be triggered on and on until we get the final best outcome. Getting into unique emphasis, the study adopts mental imagery theories and attentional control theories as a starting point to investigate how AR design elements are used to develop a high quality of virtual presence, in which it may contribute to mental imagery process in art expression. All right. Okay, this diagram is called schematic plans of sculptural arts in sculpture art. Yeah. Okay, the idea is to put all the concepts into more structural framework so that we can able to see the linkage and the relationship of all those address issue, address concept, yeah, how the workflow and how it should be go about, yeah. And the idea also is to organize visual imageries and auditory imageries to define experiential values. Okay, my first attempt of creative works is Bellman. Yeah. In creative works executions, it's involved. We start with the visualizations. I did quite a number of sketches to generate ideas before getting into more complex process like traditional clay sculpting, like what you can able to see here. And this is the physical clay sculpture that I completed in multiple views. And after the completion of the physical clay sculpture, I digitize it to it becomes a digital model. And to ensure that this digital model can be animated, I have go through model retopology stage. And this is the UV layout arrangement. And after the digital model is ready, it will be rigged to prepare for animation. You can able to see there's a controller, or the joints are applied into the model. This is an animation process. And this is a comparison of physical sculpture with digital sculpture to ensure that they are both elements looks alike. Let me show it to you, the finish of my animation. This animation were baked in the Maya before it's sent to Unity for further augmentation. As you can able to see here, there are a few significant actions that I created. Things like pinpointing, ringing bells, and whispering. These three significant gesture and body language will be applied to my artwork. And this is a virtual augmentation test in Unity engine. Can able to see it looks like the digital a virtual sculpture is actually having a conversation with the physical sculpture. And let me show it to you, augmentation test with the animated imagery and audio. This is how it should be look like when I display the physical sculpture in the gallery. I place the marker at the side of a physical sculpture. The only thing is that this is a test, and the final work will be actually you can able to see in your mobile phone or iPad or any tablet. Okay. And this work is actually presented in USM back in 2021. Yeah. With the conjunction of Raqqa International Virtual Art Exhibition. Okay, this work is attempt to convey man exposure to echo chamber like communication structure leads to the more favorably distorted perception of public opinions. Okay, this is to show you how I strategize my mental imagery in Bellman. Okay, this is the actions or gestures that I decide to place in my artwork. Okay, you can able to see base is actually the actions, the gestures to to be targeted. Yeah. And then the target itself is message and interpretation that to be achieved. Okay, meaning that whatever that I decide on the animations, on the AR elements here, yeah, will be target for the certain interpretation, certain uh, metaphorical purpose, right? Uh, the, this is actually the final schematic plans of Bellman, how it looks like. Actually, I was using the same template that I have earlier, just that I place all the mental imagery and slot into this diagram so that you can able to see it more clear how uh, uh, it's put into a more conceptual framework. Okay, as a conclusion, um, this project is actually open the potential of AR enhances expressive of figurative sculpture, and it explore practice-based research by offering a new artistic insights. And finally, the created conceptual framework in the study support the future AR sculpture exploration. All right, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.